further and talk about the conclusions that we are getting from all such graphs that we have done now. So we are talking about the graphical method of the solution of a pair of linear equations. Means from the graphs of all the pair of linear equations, what we have concluded about the nature of the solution. So let us suppose if we are talking about the example of or the graph of the example that we have done before. Actually we have plotted this graph before, as you can remember, as we have the two equations which were of the form x minus 2y is equal to 0, and they both were actually intersecting at that particular point. We have done with this particular question, and I'm just talking about the nature of the graph. So as you can see in this particular graph that both of these lines are actually intersecting at this particular point Q. Means at only one point they both are intersecting each other. So what would be the nature of the solution of the pair of the linear equation? The nature is nothing but what we can say that there is one and only one solution for this pair of linear equation in two variables. So always remember, whenever the two lines or the pair of the linear equations, when we will represent them on the graph, if they intersect each other in such a way, at a particular point, then we can say that there is one and only one solution for the pair of linear equation in two variables. So always remember, whenever the two lines are intersecting each other, then we can say that there is only one solution for the pair of the linear equation. So this is the nature of the solution that we are concluding from this type of a graph. Now let's just further talk about the another example that we have already done, and this is the graph of the example. As you can see that both of the equation are actually representing a single straight line, and we also call them coincident in nature. So what we can conclude about the solution? So we can say common solution to both the equations. So infinitely many solutions. So what is the nature of the solution for both of these lines? We can say that they have infinitely many solutions because both of these lines are coincident to each other, means lying on each other. So always remember, whenever the two lines are coincident in nature, then they have infinitely many solutions. This is the nature of the solution when the graph of the two or the pair of the linear equation is nothing but of the form this. Now let's just further talk about the another type of the graph that we have done, and this is the type we already are aware about, that when two lines are coming out to be parallel to each other, in such a case we can say that they have no common solution. So always remember, whenever the graph of pair of linear equation are actually representing two straight parallel lines together, then it means that they do not have any common solution. They have no common solution. So always remember, for the intersecting lines, for the coincident lines, for the parallel lines, we have such kind of the nature of the solution. So this is all about the graphical method of the solution of a pair of linear equation, or we can say this is all about the nature of the solution of a pair of a linear equation.